Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back SAIF CEO Kerry Barnett. Kerry, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So what role does SAIF play in Oregon's workers' comp system?
Well, SAIF is a not-for-profit, state-chartered entity, and we compete with other for-profit insurance carriers to provide workers' compensation coverage to Oregonians. And we're very proud of the fact that we are Oregon's largest. We actually have about 52% of the market, and it's been growing nicely over the last several years. And I think we've done well because we have a very strong value proposition. Our pricing tends to be low, our service levels are extremely high, and I think employers have shown that they like what we provide to them. Our year-over-year retention rate is actually 99.5% this past year. So wow. We like to think that if your customers are coming back to you year after year after year, you must be doing something right.
Mm-hmm. And as I understand, there are a couple different types of systems. What type of system does SAIF work with?
There are. We have what's called a three-way system, meaning that workers' compensation coverage for employers is mandatory. Every employer has to have it. But you have three choices as to how to procure it. You can either go to the state chartered entity SAIF and get it from us. You can go to the private market, for-profit national carriers, or you can self-insure. Self-insurance really is more of an option for just very large employers. The key to SAIF that I would really want to emphasize is that we are a mission-driven organization. We don't exist just to sell policies and service claims. We exist because we're an advocate for a healthier and safer Oregon. That's what gets us out of bed in the morning. That's what our mission is, and we're very much a mission-driven organization in that regard. We love partnering with employers in this region and throughout the state to focus on identifying hazards and preventing injuries.
Okay, very good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with SAIF CEO Kerry Barnett. So, Kerry, we were talking about workers' comp. What is our cost for workers' comp comparing to neighboring states?
Well, it's pretty good, actually, and it wasn't always that way. Back in the 1970s and 80s, we were one of the most expensive workers' comp states in the country, if you can believe that. But some very important reforms went into place in 1990 and a few years after that had a huge impact on taking waste out of the system. We have a much more efficient system than we did previously. So as a result, our costs today are about the 7th lowest in the nation. California is the most expensive in the nation. Washington State is ranked about 15. Of the 7 western states surrounding us, only Utah is less expensive than us, and only by a little bit. So if you look at our cost profile as a state, our workers' compensation system is working pretty well right now.
Excellent, good to hear. So I got to ask, since you're here, recreational marijuana or legal marijuana, what does that have any effect on workers' comp?
Well, it remains to be seen, but it's something that we're watching very closely. It's not so much that we're focused on marijuana use on the job and how that might contribute to accidents. We're focused on impairment generally. And there are a lot of different things that could cause a worker to be impaired and therefore much more likely to hurt him or herself or somebody else. And certainly marijuana is one of those possible factors. But alcohol, prescription drugs, fatigue, for example. We have a lot of people who come to work and maybe it's because they change shifts or maybe because they've got something going on at home and they didn't get much sleep and they're groggy, and as a result they're far more likely to have an accident on the job. So what we really want to work with employers on is recognizing those signs of impairment, whatever the cause might be, and intervening in an appropriate way in order to make sure that worker isn't exposing him or herself or somebody else to danger.
Minimizing risk, certainly get it. That makes a lot of sense. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.